another BlingLights.com installation video. Here I'm going to show you how to install a set of plug-and-play HID kits that they sell. This kit fits a 9006 bulb. As you can see here, I've already gotten the bulbs out. These are the originals, the 9006s. This is the kit that you receive. Looks just like that. Comes in a black box, says Xenon on it. These wires that are in the kit are basically universal wires. If you need them, you need them. If you don't, you don't. You just read the instructions. I don't need these, so I took them out. First thing first is obviously, depending on if you're putting them in your headlights or your fog lights. Mine are going in my fog lights, so I had to take my front bumper off. As you can see, there's my front bumper. Got my new fog lights in them too. Some clear lens fog lights with the clear projector in them. First thing I did was obviously took the bumper off, and then what I did was I installed the fog lights with the bulb that is in the kit. Put the bulb in there. As you can see, these are the wires for the HID kit that come off the HID bulb. Did it on both sides, as you can see. 1, 2. And then what you got to do is you got to find a good spot, fairly open and fairly secure spot for the ballasts. Basically, this is your ballast. It comes with the 3 bolt holes, 2 on top, 1 on bottom. Then you've got your wiring, which has the connections to go to the light, and then your connections to go to the original wiring harness that is in your vehicle. As you can see, BlingLights.com. BlingLights. All this hardware is supplied with it. You've got this plate right here, which the ballast actually gets put on. Basically, you got 1, 2, 3 holes for the 1, 2, 3 holes that are on the ballast. You got your little screws that fit into these holes, and basically you bolt the ballast directly to that metal piece, and then once you find your secure spot to put it in, boom. You want to find some kind of either like a frame bolt or a carriage bolt or some kind of bolt that's gonna be strong. The one I chose is the one that holds the condenser to the front frame of the car, which is very, very strong. And obviously, as you can see on the mounting bracket, there is a multitude of holes in case you want to get closer to the ballast, or depending on how much room you've got. I mean, as you can see, I've got all the room in the front here, so I chose to just put it as low as I can so I can get as much wire as I can out of the bottom here, see? And then these wires will hook up to the 2 wires that come off the fog lights. In just a second, I am going to show you. Okay, first I'm going to show you how to put these screws into their respective spots. Basically, just line up the holes, get the correct screwdriver. See, Phillips head. And then what you want to do is you want to just screw them into place. Bam, there's 1. And then obviously line up the correct holes. And there's 2. And then you've got the 3rd one. 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, all attached. Next, you will see me putting on the bracket onto the car. Be right back. As you can see, that is the bolt I'm going to choose. That is the ballast I'm going to put on. So obviously lefty loosey, righty tighty. loosen up the bolt that you're going to use. Make sure you take the bolt all the way out. Get it loose enough, just use your fingers. Okay, sometimes that doesn't always work. Sometimes you just gotta get it loose enough. What the heck? When I come back, the ballast will be on. Said it'll be on, but figured I'd touch base with something. As you can see, I got the bolt off. Bolt goes through one of the holes that are already equipped on the bracket. And basically what you're going to do is make sure the wires, make sure that the wires go down here to where the fog light's going to be. And then what you do is I've got a little bit of interference here, so I'm gonna have to jimmy some stuff around to make it fit, but I'll make it fit and I'll be right back. Alright, looks like I got it here to fit. It does rub up against the one of the switches and the hose, but it's definitely in place. Basically just tighten down the bolt that you used down to factory specs, which I use the German style, which is good and tight on this, nice and tight. And then look, doesn't move. And if you look down there, you can see my other hand grabbing all the wires. And then look, these wires are here to power up your new HID kit. And I will get my bumper here with the fog lights in them on in a second, and I'll be right back. Well, back where I said those two wires that came with the kit to get rid of, which is just this right here, from that blue to that black, I would not get rid of them because for some reason the contacts inside of here do not contact correctly with the 9006, so you have to use this little piece of wire that they gave you or it will not work. I want to turn them on just to show you what they look like before I put the bumper on. Fog lights on, and obviously my headlights. Get the fog lights in. As you can see, they work, so now that they work, I'm going to put the bumper on, and that's basically all it entails. All the wires are connected correctly, your ballasts are nice and firmly secure so they don't fall, and then just put the bumper back together, and that's basically about it. And thank you for using BlingLights.com, and we'll see you in the future on some more videos.